I'm sure I'm okay with being serenaded on YouTube.
Yeah, it does feel like, well, I'm here on a first date with Sophie.
Salt's Third Wheel Dates might be the most hands-on dating show you've ever seen, because not only do we do the matching, we rock up on the date too. And I, Lauren Windle, will be playing Gooseberry and helping people find love. If everyone gets on well, they can go off on an IRL date in real life. But if not, they can select URL, and we'll put a link at the bottom of the show so that viewers can apply to date them.
So for fun, I like to sing and play music, and I also go bouldering sometimes, that kind of thing.
Do DIY and crafty things, and I like walking in the countryside when the weather is nice, as it happens to be today.
Ben's 34 from Tonbridge and works as a senior explainer at the Science Museum. What? While Sophie is 31 from Redhill and works as an accountant. So slightly less cool sounding job.
I think what makes me a good partner is I'm very kind and kind of easygoing with a gentle outlook on life.
So that I always try to be considerate of other people's needs, and I always try to be kind.
The most important character trait in a partner is probably honesty, because I think it's really important to be honest with one another in an important relationship.
One who has a brain and a sense of humour and will be someone who I can get closer to God with, rather than someone who won't have that as a priority.
My ultimate red flag is probably jealousy. I think it's really easy to kind of break up relationships, and I've had to work on it myself, and I know how difficult it can be.
If they were a smoker, or if they had, I don't know, gambling issues and things like that.
My celebrity crush is probably Professor Hannah Fry, who's like a mathematician and TV presenter. It'd be great if we could go to like an escape room and then escape together, and that would be just a perfect date. That'd be amazing.
Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy. I can just sort of see us going to the theatre, or sort of really old school, going for a walk, picnic with books and stuff like that.
I think we've got two lovely, kind, gentle souls here, and they're both into creative things. I think we could have a match, and I'm really hoping we do. Deep breath in. And out. Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello. When was the last time you were on a date, Ben?
Ooh, a few years ago, I think.
Yes. Sophie?
Pre-lockdown.
Yes. Welcome to the renaissance of your dating lives. I'm so excited to be experiencing this with you. Now, cast your minds back to a few years. Did you have any moves?
Any moves? Oh.
Date night moves?
I mean-
Did you do the old...
No. Oh, I mean, I wish I were that smooth. I think the only... I can remember, like, as very early on at university, trying to use like a disappearing coin magic trick as some kind of like.
Can you still do it?
I don't think so. It wasn't.
Why would you have
good
brought
then.
that with you?
Because it was. I mean, it's only just trying to make a coin look like it vanishes in my hand, but it's not that good, and it wasn't. It didn't really work.
Is it a real coin, or do you need a specific
No, it's a real
disappearing?
coin. It's a real coin.
Please make.
I mean, it's gonna. Well, now that I've told you what's gonna happen, it's pretty easy to make it.
But that's not your only skill.
No.
He can solve any Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes. And one of the things you found attractive was intelligence. Tell me we've not. I mean, that's Rubik's
I can
Cube.
also solve a Rubik's Cube.
Exactly.
In fact, one of my friends
Oh my goodness, there are 2 of them.
an unsolved Rubik's Cube, and they said, oh, that'll keep you out of mischief for a while, and then about 30 seconds later I had solved it and sent them a photo saying, not really.
This is why 2 minutes is not an impressive time for people like Sophie who are just really good at Rubik's Cubes.
It's just the algorithm.
It is the algorithm, but I'm just not.
Well, that's a new context for the word algorithm. Tell me a skill that you do have.
I've done in the past lots of like theatre and some improvised musicals and things.
That's
so
cool, right?
Theoretically, I should be quite good at making up songs on the spot.
Do you think that maybe there's a song in you about Sophie?
It feels like that's quite a bold thing, but I feel like I could try.
I feel like they could cut it out if it's terrible.
That is all my entire hope, is that this whole bit will be gone. That they'll be like, oh no, that didn't work at all.
Yeah, we'll just ditch it.
Yeah.
Feels unlikely, I'm not going to lie.
I'm
But we'll
not
see how it
sure I'm
plays
okay with being serenaded on
Yeah,
YouTube.
it does feel a bit. It's a bit
No,
intense.
it's great. Are you musical?
I've been in choirs and played the piano, tried learning the organ.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
And possibly even featured on TV.
Yeah.
What, really?
I was on Songs of Praise.
Oh, that's cool. Like playing the organ?
No, I was the Songs of Praise team invite local choirs to be congregation members. It was only a claim to fame because once, years later, one of my teachers came up to me and told me that they'd seen me on television the day before.
Are you ready?
I guess. I mean,
Shall
as
I
ready as
count
I've
you
ever been. I mean,
Okay.
I'll just, yeah. Well, I'm here on a first date with Sophie, and I wasn't quite sure how it would be. And I've heard that you're an accountant, so I'm hoping that you can count on me.
What a moment!
Thank you.
My
That's very
gosh, that was so... Yes, please! Full round. Now, I do feel like this is a sort of gathering of unofficial Mensa members, and I definitely feel like I'm holding up my side of that, and you know, but time for you to prove yourselves, I thought. And given that we've got a Rubik's Cube genius and a second Rubik's Cube genius, how do you feel about doing the numbers rounding countdown?
I mean, we can.
6,
Oh, that's annoying.
5. Just call me Rachel Riley.
Nice, easy.
And the target number is 648.
Okay, I got it.
You've got it? Oh, I've got it. Oh, that was so boring. We should do another one.
I don't know if we should. I think we're fine.
Oh, I've done the different consecutive numbers to get one of the ones.
Oh, nice.
Okay, great. Oh no, you've used your 6 again.
Oh, fine.
But
I'll do the same.
they're the same
Yes,
way, yeah.
great.
We're all-
Well, I just want to keep you guys honest.
Yeah.
And that's great. This show is sponsored by Christians Who Curse Sometimes, where we love Jesus but also mess up and curse a little. Christians Who Curse Sometimes provides daily discussion topics, articles and resources to grow your faith and grow community by taking the online offline. Well, okay, I'm hungry. You know, all of that brain work.
That mental math.
Really, really tricky. Why don't we start with what you've brought? Soph, dig it out. Feed us, feed the masses.
Ooh,
Double cream,
it's looking great already.
can't be bad.
Yes.
Fruit. Oh yeah.
This looks amazing.
Oh yeah. We should just forget the date and just chow down.
See, I figured out that was a good backup.
Great, good backup. Stuff them. Perfect. Blueberries are my fave. They're nature's sweets. What have you brought with you,
Sorry,
Benjamin?
Finish my mouthful of scone. So, a little while ago, I went on a team day where we made chocolates, and I was like, this is my thing now. I'm going to become a chocolatier, and then it's never worked quite as well so far. But I did make some, so I thought I'd bring some out to make some.
Homemade chocolates.
Yeah. So, I apologise for their slightly uncouth appearance.
I'm so pleased they're milk chocolate because dark chocolate's just too grown up for me. They're yummy. Really
It's
nice.
chocolate and cream, like it's.
Don't give away your grandma's
gosh,
recipe.
I mean, it's way more intense than
The
that.
Colonel's secret 11 spices. Ben was keen to know from you, Sophie, what is the best or the worst purchase that you have made recently?
I think it's going to be the best, and it's going to be my flat, which was, I mean, very much
That's
God
exciting.
given because it was just before lockdown, and it was a repossession, so I could afford it. And they trashed the place, so I could put my own stamp on it. Looking on the
Amazing.
bright side, always looking on the bright side.
Yeah, that's a real silver lining.
Yeah, so just done my kitchen. My bathrooms have been done because, I mean, the whole thing was, it had holes in the walls, holes in the doors, broken light fittings.
Oh, they really went to town.
Oh, yeah, they were not happy.
And Ben,
Yeah.
Sophie wanted to know, what's the most embarrassing thing that you've thought or believed?
I think so. It's one of those things where people, where you read things you have no idea how they're pronounced. So for ages, I thought that in Harry Potter, Hermione's name was Hermy One, and I was so convinced, which is not even a normal pronunciation for anything, because just like it was like, oh, that's Hermy, and then one at the end was like, I guess that's the name.
My cousins used to call her Hermione, but I've never heard Hermy 1 before.
People are like, people like flicking through. He's like, what's he saying? Who is this person in the book?
Hermy 1.
It's Hermy 1. You know.
Okay, that one really got me. I tell you what, though.
Yeah.
You can redeem yourself with this.
Oh, no.
Because Sophie also wanted to know what's the best thing about your church.
The thing I really like about my church is it's very kind of embedded into the community, so it's kind of really attached into the estate, and we go around seeing how they're doing. We have a little family centre, and people who don't even come to church come and, you know, for like holiday clubs and like ESOL classes, and I love that. Like, I feel like personally like I'm quite not very good at meeting new people, but being part of a church that kind of tries to do that and get involved and be really kind of community focused, it's just amazing. That's what I love about it.
And Ben wanted to know from you, Sophie, what has God been saying to you recently?
I've definitely been getting the message God wants me to do this, which is slightly different in my head. So yeah, I've
specifically this, or just out of your comfort zone things?
Been out of my comfort zone. I've definitely been getting messages from various things sort of like, yeah, you need to open the door here and sort of see where it's going to take you. And it might not take me where I think it's going to, but taking me somewhere. So we will see how it all works out.
All right, let's chat to them one-on-one to see how they think it's going. Are you having a good time?
I'm having a good time, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what do you think of Ben?
I think it's nice. I'm not sure. I'm sort of feeling
I'm not sure if you're vibing.
I'm not sure.
I think it's hard to judge.
It's really hard to judge, and I think the cameras don't help with
no,
that. He seems really nice. I didn't ask where he's from, so I don't know if
East London.
East London. That's not so bad.
You're travelling distance from each other for sure. Easy.
Yeah, but I think it'd be nice to sort of maybe keep in touch, but I'm not sure if we sort of...
Okay, so you're feeling friendship, but thinking it through, and you're going to take a bit more time to decide.
I think so. I think that's where I'm at.
Nice. Okay, Ben. Spill the tea. Give me the news. How are you? Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time, actually. It's been really... I was quite nervous because I haven't really done this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
But...
What, you haven't been on a date where another person's there sort of winding you up the whole time?
Not for a long time. So it's nice to get back into it. But yeah, it was really nice to meet Sophie.
And what do you feel like the vibe is between you?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
That was me fanning the flames of love. Just in
That's
case.
what it was. I've enjoyed it. I've had a good time. It's been really lovely to meet someone who's so friendly and so I think what they were saying about what she was saying about the kind of the flat and putting that together just sounds like an incredible amount of work, and I am fairly impressed with that kind of thing, like how much dedication that takes with this kind of, you know, basically remodeling this entire place. It's really cool. So
awesome.
Sophie, I think that there's been for me a very clear willingness to follow what God wants from you. I feel like coming on this for like with your flat and everything, which sounds like it was a really big project, and you've done some amazing stuff. So as someone who often feels very unsure about these things and I feel like ignore those kind of little voices sometimes, I think it's amazing to see someone who will do that, who will kind of find something and pursue it. I think that's amazing.
I really liked how passionate you sounded about your community projects with your church and stuff like that, and my own church has got some things like that, and it has such value in sort of reaching the community, reaching people you don't ordinarily on Sunday. It is so amazing, and you clearly are so passionate about it that it's really nice to hear.
I think we might end up with an IRL and a URL, which is not ideal, because quite frankly, how can we match people better? How many, Rubik's Cube solving geniuses are knocking around out there? This is the part where our couple choose between IRL or URL. If they both pick IRL in real life, we'll send them off on a date without the cameras so they can get to know each other a little better. But if one or both of them go for URL, it's not been a match. And we'll put a link, or URL, in the notes below so that you can get in touch with them directly to ask them out yourself.
Sorry?
No.
I think you're a lovely person. I sort of really would like to keep in touch, and I'm well up for making brownies. But it was sort of more friends vibes, and I don't think I've ever used vibes in my life until now. But yeah, I felt more like a friendship than a relationship.
Hey, that's completely fair. Like, I think that this is a kind of a slightly, like, you know, it's a very staged situation. So it's one of those things where I was like, maybe we could kind of find a bit more. But I'm perfectly happy to, you know, stay friends, keep in contact, and that's absolutely great.
Guys, it wasn't a match. We are gutted, but actually you shouldn't be, because this means that you get to drop them a message and ask them out with the links below.
So if you'd like to try my homemade truffles or have me make up a song about you, then drop me a message on the link below.
If you would like to join me for brownie roulette or other baked goods, or think you could help me with DIY, which you don't need a great skill set for because I'm not good, then drop me a message on the link below.
If you want to join me on Salt's Third Wheel Dates, all you need to do is apply using the link below. I might challenge you to a countdown round, and I'll probably eat all of your homemade chocolates. But you're guaranteed to have fun, and even if it's not a match, it doesn't matter, because we'll give viewers at home the opportunity to ask you out, and you never know who could be watching.